All right, so hello tennis guys and welcome to my channel. So Arina Sabalenka said in her recent interview for Wimbledon that she has practiced with Yannick Sinner and Novak Djokovic. And she was very specific about the practice in a way that it surprised me pleasantly, and I'm really happy that women, a high level tennis player, best women tennis player in the world right now, said that just hitting 10 minutes in the practice with Yannick Sinner was so exhausting that she would probably need several days off if she just played match against him or a longer practice session.
And honestly, hitting with the guys is just another level of intensity, and it's just cool to see, cool to see their level, you know. And honestly, I hit with Yannick for like, I don't know, 10 minutes. I was exhausted. I was like, oh my God, I don't know. It's just like another level. And then an hour with Novak, you know. Now I'm recovered. I needed like a day of recovery. But it was great experience. And, you know, when you see on that side someone like Yannick or Novak, you know, you learn from them, you reflect what they do on court, and it was great for me.
And this is exactly what we need to hear from women towards men, because I believe that women took the wrong approach towards men. They feel and think that their tennis is on the same level as men, that they deserve the same money, and so on and so on. I get that. But you cannot compare women's tennis to men's tennis in any slightly way, because it's a difference of a small mountain against Mount Everest. So here is another example that goes a little bit against this, and I was not pleasantly surprised by it. I was actually very disappointed to hear that from another high-level player, Jessica Pegula, who is, I don't know, she is right now like number 3 in the world or something like that. And she got a question about the Roland Garros final between Alcaraz and Sinner, if she watched the match, and her answer was disappointing to me to hear that from such a high level player. It was a little bit, in my opinion, arrogant also in some way. So she was talking about how she was not watching a full match.
I was at home and I didn't really turn it on till, I don't know, some way in between the 5.5 hours. I turned it on and obviously I thought Yannick was going to win, and then it just flipped. And I was actually on a call, but I couldn't believe it was like a casual call. So I was watching it like in the background, and I was like, oh my gosh, you guys watching this? Like what's happening right now? And it was crazy. I can't believe that Carlos was able to, save match points and come back. I'm not sure what I think I was thinking, like, I was pretty upset after my loss to Bassan, like just tough match, wanted to make, another quarterfinal and all that. And then to see him lose like that, that is clearly a million times worse. And it honestly made me feel a little bit better about my loss. And I was like, it's all about perspective right there, because watching that happen, you obviously felt for him a lot. And then on the flip side, seeing Carlos being able to deal with all of that and come out and win, you're just like, God, you're thinking to yourself that, tennis is really hard. So it actually kind of motivated me a little bit more that my loss wasn't so bad.
One follow-up, of all the matches you've seen as a fan, as a viewer, how would you put this one in perspective?
I mean, honestly, I didn't watch like the whole thing. In my opinion, is just too long. Like I just played a lot of tennis. I wasn't trying to watch like 6 hours of another match, to be honest. So I watched like in pieces when I saw the score lines changing, and then I kind of tie in, but I didn't watch the tie break because I was already like, this is like, it's so long. I'm like, I don't, just somebody just win. Like, I didn't even like care that much. It was kind of one of those for me. Yeah.
Are you serious? You are serious? Are you a professional tennis player? Do you want to learn something new? Why don't you watch the tiebreak? Why you skip the tiebreak if the tiebreak is in front of your eyes and you say, I didn't watch the tiebreak because the match was so long? Are you kidding me? One of the best matches in the history, and you say, it was so long, I didn't watch the tiebreak. It's so disappointing to hear that, and that's why some men feel like women actually don't deserve to earn the same amount of money like men do, obviously because their work is not the same on the court. I know they work hard, but why they don't play best of 5 at least in the finals of Grand Slam? Why? If their intensity is lower than men's intensity, they should be able to survive those 5 sets, right? Like, it's the same. You are capable. Everybody is capable to survive certain, intensity or certain length of performance. It depends on the intensity. So if it is not as intense as men, so why don't you survive like 5 hours on the court? If you are a high level athlete, I'm not talking about some, amateurs, but high level athlete whose job is only tennis and that's it. And, and here are the things, like Sabalenka is telling, like, I can't survive 10 minutes hitting with Yannick. And then Pegula is saying, oh, the match was so long. I didn't finish watching the match. I didn't watch the tie break because it's so long. Well, maybe you should go on the court and practice with Sinner or Djokovic or Alcaraz, and then you would just change your mind on, not watching one of the best matches in the history because it is too long. Oh man, sometimes I'm really disappointed by the women's point of view on men and this constant, kind of bullying and thinking that women's tennis is on the same level as men's tennis. Not at all. But I have to say that I have full respect when I saw the women's final in French Open. For me, it was kind of similar to the men's final, let's say in terms of the nerves, the intensity, the thrill. But it was just, let's say smaller scale, but it was like the same. And I watched the full women's final and I was blown away and I was excited and it made me, happy. And I think it was one of the greatest also finals, the women's finals. There was everything. And then Jessica Pegula is talking like this about the men's final. It's disappointing for me to hear that. So, guys, let me know in the comments. What do you think about, this kind of fight between women and men? Do women really deserve the same amount of money? Do really women go as well as men beyond their limits on the court? Why don't they play best of 5, at least in the final? Why? If they play on Saturday, they have there's enough time. And one more thing, I don't know why they don't schedule the finals on the same day, on Sunday. Why there is not the women's final on Sunday and then after followed by the men's final. I don't get that. Why is not like that? It would be, in my opinion, it would be great also for the fans, for selling the tickets, to make some combo tickets like for this double final. I think it could be really interesting to watch tennis the whole day. The women can begin at a certain time, but I get that from the perspective of the schedule and of the weather conditions and of sun conditions, but maybe women should play in the hotter conditions if they don't play, a best of 5. Then just to make them a little bit more difficult. If men play best of 5, then women should have this, kind of maybe not disadvantage, but this type of kind of difficulty to make it more maybe thrilling and maybe even more, thrilling and kind of challenging for them if they don't play best of 5. So let me know in the comments, what do you think about this idea? What do you think about women's tennis in general? What do you think about Aryna Sabalenka admitting that men's tennis is just another dimension and that she learned from them? And what do you think about Pegula, who was like, oh, whatever, it was a great final, but I didn't watch it till the end because it was too long. Too long? Well, the best tennis you can possibly watch is never too long, right? I would just watch this match for 10 hours if it was possible. So guys, let me know in the comments, what do you think about it? And as always, enjoy tennis, play tennis, watch tennis every time, every day. And don't forget to enjoy the maneuverability. Bye guys.
You can't be serious, man. You cannot be serious! That ball was on the line!